Welcome back to Pure Oxygen. Well, the big Pope-a-thon has just wrapped up in Rome, and the pontiff didn't have much to say except that pedophilia is a crime. We belatedly welcome His Holiness to the 21st century. And, of course, earlier this week, Monsignor Eugene Clark publicly blamed homosexuality for the sex abuse scandals, and other top clergy have echoed his comments. Their latest idea, only serial pedophiles will be kicked out, giving molesters one get-out-of-jail-free card. Isn't that precious? Helping me now to throw the Christians to the lions is our She-Span panel, my co-host Allison Stewart, Democratic strategist Deidre Levine, Republican consultant Lisa Pinto, and publisher of CommonConservative.com, Tom Atkins. All right, kids. Are you ready for your red meat? Lisa, come on. This is outrageous to me. You know as well as I do that studies have shown that the homosexuals are no more likely to be pedophiles than heterosexuals. What is your response to this?
That's outrageous that you put it that way, Stephanie. That's not what the Monsignor said. The statement out of the Vatican last night was clear. Zero tolerance for pedophiles. But the issue is there is no place for homosexuality in the Catholic Church, and let's not force the special interests of the minority on a venerable institution. Clinton wanted the gays in the military. Now everyone's saying get rid of the abortion platform, get rid of the premarital sex platform. It's not going to happen.
Well, it does happen. There are a lot of gay Catholics. There's a huge nonprofit organization called Dignity USA that's nationwide, chapters in almost every state, that is groups of gay Catholics who believe that their interests are not mutually exclusive with the interests of the church.
Yeah, you know, I think the church really fell into a trap here, and this is a trap that most organized religion falls into. It's when you leave your dogma behind and you enter into the realm of politics. What the church should have done is a long time ago had a zero tolerance for any kind of pedophilia for any reason why you I don't care whether you're blaming it on being gay or not. It doesn't matter. You have your rules, you have your laws, you stick to them. And the problem was the Catholic Church for a long time covered up instead of cracked through it. If the Catholic Church said from now on, if you're caught molesting children, we're going to take that back and shoot you, there'd be none of this in the Catholic Church.
But why are you surprised that the Catholic Church or any sort of organized religion is acting like a corporation in terms of trying to cover things up? It was interesting you said that they got into it is a political organization as well as a religious organization. I mean, so their behavior sort of follows suit.
That's the risk that every organized religion faces. They all face that.
They're just trying to find somebody to blame it on so that it doesn't look like the clergy's at fault. It's gay people who are at fault.
Well,
that's a healthy issue.
Lisa, let's bring you back, because you're always one for taking responsibility. What's going on with the Catholic Church? This priest says homosexuality is a disorder. Gays should not be priests. Is he working for Trent Lott now? He also said gay people are not born gay. He knows that because he's been a scientist for how long?
The studies are not conclusive about what causes homosexuality. Some people say bad relationship with your mother makes you a lesbian. Neither you nor I nor Monsignor Clark knows the bottom line here. But they don't want gay priests, and that's their right as Catholics. If someone wants to be gay and go to another church, the Episcopal Church ordains gay people.
But it's not necessarily right to link being gay with pedophilia.
That's the outrage.
That's the problem.
Can I be the one guy who steps out here? I spent 10 years in the entertainment industry. Of my 5 best friends, 3 of them are gay. It is absolutely an issue for homosexual men. Absolutely, pedophilia is a big problem for them. They are much more prone to. I don't care what.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous.
It's
not ridiculous.
It's
not ridiculous.
Study after study has shown that fixated molestation or pedophilia or looking at prepubescent or recently postpubescent children of any kind is a certain disorder.
What about
that? Is a disorder.
Wait.
And I want to state a crime. Homosexuality, not a disorder,
but it's
not
society's
a crime.
problem too, Stephanie. And this is where I think you're all wrong. And I'm going to distance myself from that remark.
Feel free.
But
I'll take the heat.
I think the problem is, when you have Shakira undulating her belly button in front of the camera lens, obviously people are going to get fantasized about inappropriate behavior with underage people.
Okay, so you agree. This priest also said that. He blamed our sex, so it's Shakira's fault. It's our sex-saturated entertainment tempting priests into pedophilia. So you're in TV, Allison. It's your fault. TV is to blame, not the pedophile.
Somehow I believe pedophilia existed way before electricity. I'm sorry. I can't take that as it is.
I think the Greeks and the Romans had a monopoly on that.
If you're a priest,
I agree with the people that walked out of the sermon. I think a lot more people are going to be walking out of the
Catholic Church. I hope the faithful were pretty happy with
All right, let's move on to Beretta, because we must get to Beretta.
Let's keep our eye on the sparrow.
Was that if the cockatoo coops, she must have quit, right?
All right, actor Robert Blake is accused of murdering his wife. Of course, he could face the death penalty. I personally think Columbo did it. That's just my theory. I don't know if anyone has checked Jessica Fletcher's. Here's my favorite.
What does MacGyver say?
Exactly. Has anyone checked in with him? Here's what my favorite thing is. Okay, prosecutors point out he had a murder shopping list that included shovels, a crowbar, old rugs, duct tape, Drano, and pool acid. He claims it was just a list of pool repair supplies. What do you guys think? Innocent or
Well, I don't
shades of
know.
OJ?
Since when are rugs part of pool repair? That, the other stuff,
I repair my rug,
I
my
could
floor
deal
I
with,
with
would
a
have
duct
loved
tape.
this case at the DA's office if this had landed in front of me. I mean, first of all, the clownish alibi that he went to get his gun, the fact that he solicited unsuccessfully 2 hitmen. Come on, buddy, at
I'll
least
tell you what,
close the
though.
deal.
If you give me-
physical evidence, and she was the
But I wonder
albatross
how you
around his
feel
neck,
these
Tom.
days.
I mean,
if you
come
give
on.
me Judge Ito and Marsha,
Fry him.
you give me Judge Ito and Marsha Clark and LA County, I'll get them off.
But
Yeah.
my
that's my
question
question.
is,
I was gonna
whether-
say, it's gonna
whether
take
or
more
not
than evidence
it
in
was
LA to
right
get him off.
For the DA to come out and say, we found the killer. I mean,
Well,
there's
it's enough to indict him.
He's
It's
been
enough
charged.
to make him.
It's alleged that he's done this crime, and I believe that he did. But it seems to me a rather strong statement to make when we have a system of innocent until
900
proven
pieces
guilty.
of physical evidence.
No, wait a minute,
150
wait a minute. Allison, you-
witnesses later.
my
I
point
think
is
it's
not
not
that-
the
Allison,
strongest
you
statement.
covered OJ, so I mean, and we learned from that trial that justice is not about black or white;
It's
about green.
It's about how
about
good
green,
your lawyer
baby.
is and how much you can pay. And this guy, Harlan Braun, is really, really bright. He's considered one of the best criminal defense attorneys in Los Angeles. And he's already going to the media. He's already released the names of the 2 hitmen. He's already been on Larry King speaking his speak. I mean, I think that he's going to be the
Allison,
king.
So what do you?
It
So they're
backfired,
already
though.
they're
I think
already
his strategy
painting her as a
backfired.
gold digging slut, which
Wait,
sounds.
And it
Nobody-
backfired.
wait, nobody-
That's why they got all these witnesses against him. That's why they found physical evidence. He led the police right to Beretta, frankly.
Hey,
and
nobody-
I think
no-
he's going to fry because he's been properly represented by counsel. He's a white man. He
And
has money. Let him.
There
let
was a
him.
proper investigation done into other people who could have allegedly committed the crime before they charged him, which is one of the problems in the
His
O.J.
lawyer was
Simpson
described
case.
as one of
that
the
they
Should he-
original
Lisa,
creative
should-
thinkers out there.
Should he get
by
the
his-
death penalty?
Oh yeah,
organization.
he's the candidate. I mean, 15,000 innocent people murdered a year. Let society show that we don't tolerate that.
I'm with
Tom?
you. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. This is a clear case. If you want to convince somebody that the death penalty does have a place in American society, this would be it.
Really? I think he should.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm against the death penalty because, as I've said before on this program, I think that we're having the wrong conversation. We can't decide whether or not it should be applied to this case or that case before we figure out a way to fairly execute, to use a pun, it across all levels of society. There are more.
This is the sacrificial white male, Daedra.
I
What
don't
do you
want a
want? He has
sacrificial
bucks.
white male. I don't want a
You know?
sacrificial
Let him-
black male. I don't want a sacrificial anything. We need to have a fair system.
Lisa gets excited when we execute anybody, apparently. All right, Allison, what do you think? Should he get the death penalty?
Well, I kind of have to actually agree with you, considering on the Metro section of the New York Times today is an article about a man who's been in jail for 6 years, and the DNA evidence came out. He's in jail for murder, and he was released because he was innocent.
Yeah, but what else did he do, Allison, in his
but,
past?
But who knows? Is it worth the death penalty?
Barry Scheck says
All
not
right.
one innocent person has been executed since
I think he should have gotten the
1976.
death penalty for Beretta. That was a horrible story. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming. But then we'd have to start with a lot of actors. All right. Up next, they're hip, they're cool, they're really, really old. Extreme Knitting is next. Stay tuned for more Pure Oxygen.